This is Advanced Online Technologies training video on SEO in plain English.
Tonight we're going to talk about SEO in easy to understand terms. I want to just do a brief analysis of what SEO is and some information for you so that you'll be more familiar with SEO and what we really do for our clients. Before we do a SEO campaign for a client, we have to look at, or we must address all the present site conversion issues. If a site does not produce conversions from the visitors who go to it now, why optimize it in its present condition? This problem is a marketing issue. So what that means is that if I go to a company and they want to hire me to do SEO, and I go to their site and now let's say they're getting 100 visitors a month or a day or whatever, and out of those 100 visitors, maybe one or two are buying the product. Well, it doesn't make sense to go ahead and do an SEO program or a campaign until we fix what's wrong with the site for conversion. So the problem is a marketing issue. And so we're going to look at that a little bit. And so basically, one of the first things that we have to do is we have to make sure that the site converts sales. And so that's a whole different thing than a SEO optimization, driving traffic, marketing platform or campaign. This is an issue of the content and what the site does. Does it really produce sales once you have somebody there? So this is the first thing we look at when we're talking to a client is, how are you doing with your site now with the traffic you're getting? That is what we have to analyze, first of all, when we're going to consider doing a marketing campaign, search engine marketing and search engine optimization. So basically what we're saying is we must get the site buyer-friendly first. Then we drive traffic to the site. And the issues that come up in this is, what is the credibility of the site? What is the authority of the seller? Are there any trust issues? What's the reputation of the site? And so we have to look at the marketing just ability of the site. And so that's kind of a different gifting, a different department that we do for total marketing for success, but it is so important to get that site right. Company I work for, we've been working 6 months to get the site just right before we start driving traffic to the site. So that is something that we definitely look into. We're not just selling SEO. We want them to be successful and make money with their website. So if and normally all the time we're going to have to deal with some type of issues with the ability of the site to convert. Does it have too much text on it? Is it confusing? Is it inviting? Does it call for action? These are all the different things that we look at before we start our actual SEO and driving traffic to the site. So now that we have talked about the fact that we have to get the site buyer-friendly, and let's say that we achieve that, we've talked to the client about the site, and we know there's going to have to be some work in that department. We're going to have to do some changes, maybe some graphics or whatever. It's part of our program. But now I want to talk about the first steps in SEO. And so here we say we want to focus on the keywords that will bring our clients the most targeted and qualified customers to the website. So keywords are foundational. Keywords, what they do and how they work, and it can't be understated the importance of keywords. So once we have our keywords, the next thing we're going to do is we optimize the pages within the site. And so what that means is we address all the back-end code issues known as title tags and meta tag generation. So this is something that has to do with the coding and the structure in what's called the back end of the site, the part you don't see, and that is your HTML coding and whatever other languages are involved with the site. And so that is what we do in our search engine optimization. When we say we optimize the pages within the site, basically what we're talking about is the coding and the title tags and the descriptions and the different things that are written into the code that the search engines pick up as they're crawling the web with their spiders. They find these words and these descriptions that make these web pages relevant to whatever that search term that has been typed in. So you have your keyword that's typed in, and then that keyword needs to be relevant to whatever that search engine is looking for in that site. Those words have to be within that text in certain ways and in certain positions so that the search engines can find those pages that are relevant to the search and pull them up and bring them up on the search query. So really, that is the crux of the coding part of optimization is the back-end code issues and the titles and the descriptions and the meta tags. Another topic that we cover when we're talking about search engine optimization is we must set up a good link building strategy where we generate relevant inbound links to customer sites. Google and the other search engines consider these votes. When a site, another website, puts a link into a site, then that counts as a vote. In other words, the other site that's putting that link to your site, let's say, is saying, this other site is an authority or it has a relevance to whatever topic is being talked about on that site. Now, it can be done in what's called an anchor text, which basically means that the words in the link have something to do with where it's going to end up. So let's say that I was going to put a hyperlink that said, if you want the best coffee, and let's say that best coffee is the part that lit up when you put your cursor over it, that would be the anchor text of that inbound link. So somebody puts their mouse over that the blue colored or whatever color the hyperlink is, and they click on it, and then they end up on that site that talks about the best coffee. So that would be a way to bring the authority of the site that has that link going into it as an authority on or representing the best coffee. So it's very important to have a good quality inbound link presence and population, and there's various levels and there's various theories on that, but that is one thing that search optimization entails, is a good link building inbound link strategy that shows that other websites consider this website that we're doing the optimization of as an authority or as a relevant or as a really good site for people looking for that subject. So now we're going to talk about some good questions about SEO. Just a few. I want to keep this kind of short, but here are some good questions about SEO. And our first question is going to be, why are keywords so important? It's a simple question, but it's a very important question. Why are keywords so important? So that brings forth the question, what keywords should I use?